Hey everyone, it's time to Nephis and chill, and in this video today I'm going to be showing you guys the latest champion points updated for Dragonhold patch update 24. So this is something I've been meaning to do for quite some time. Some of you have visited my website or have come by my Discord, and you've noticed already that I do have red champion points and green champion points for pretty much every trial. Here we have Hell Ra, here we have Ethereum Archive, blah blah blah. But I never really got to around doing blue DPS CP, mostly because of time constraints or because I just pretty much didn't have the time to do it. And so this time around for Dragonhold and moving forward for every patch from now on, hopefully, we're going to be updating not just the red and green CP for every trial, we're also going to be updating general healer and DPS blue CP for just trial content primarily. So if you're looking for like dungeon blue CP or something like that, you're gonna have to kind of adjust the baseline CP I show you here. So if you scroll down on this website, which I'll link down below in the video description, or you don't have to actually go to the website if you're in my Discord, because in my Discord I do have it fully laid out here. See, we have the blue DPS CP channel for every class, stamina, magicka. We also do note weapons, weapon traits, and so forth. Here we have the blue healer blue CP. This is really possible because of the recent project I've started at Sona's Academy, which is an ESO sort of free teaching resource for everybody, regardless of platform and server. If you want to know more about it, you can drop by my Discord server whenever. But yeah, really huge thanks to the professors who helped test it and who also gave me the champion points based on their testing this patch. But yeah, the green and red CP from Elsewhere and Scalebreaker haven't really changed much. The only thing that have really changed much for green CP is in regards to stamina DPS if you're going to be bash weaving. I have heard a lot of people say bash weaving is almost impossible, but in some scenarios it won't be. So you will need to adjust some of the green CP shown here, because this is just general green CP for helping you live, helping you sustain, to bashing focus if you're a stamina DPS. So for instance here we don't really have bashing focus. We can obviously allocate quite a few points towards bashing focus, probably up to about 44 points. So just a reminder that you can adjust the baseline CP I have here for bashing focus if you're going to use Mars Lock or something as a stam DPS this patch. Anyway, here on the website, as in Discord, I note that how much penetration you need in addition to Alkosh, Torx, Minor Fracture, Minor Breach. That's about 5,800. And here we do have the list of weapon traits for Dragonhold DLC, Precise Front Bar, Infused Back Bar for Magicka. We do have Sharpened Front Bar, Infused Back Bar if you're stamina using two-hander. Penetration is actually quite a need this patch. And Sharpened Nerdhoon Front Bar and Infused Back Bar if you're stamina DPS of any class using dual wield. So that's a general setup here we have. Raid Dummy CP Pen, I just kind of lay it out for you guys for Magicka. Note that Magicka will definitely always have less into Spell Erosion for pretty much everything, including the Raid Dummy, because light armor does get penetration, medium armor does not. And of course, this is baseline champion points. In general, the concept is for Stam, you don't put any into Physical Weapon Expert. You do tend to prioritize Thaumaturge last due to the damage over time there's this patch. Thaumaturge is still important, but you're not going to put as much points into it as you would in Master at Arms and so forth. And of course, it depends on the group. So this is something I kind of struggled with for the past couple weeks. Should I post just a Raid Dummy CP? Or should I try to post something that will maybe resemble something you might do in raids? Because humans are not a raid dummy. We don't have a perfect uptime. Most groups, at least, don't really have very close to perfect uptimes. So you may need to adjust your piercing or spell erosion to a certain number to compensate for that. So for example, for mag, we typically have it around 22-23 spell erosion, and that's the most I would put in for mag DPS regardless of the group. And this is because after 23 or even 20, you will start to overpenetrate, and you don't want to overpenetrate, right? And same thing for the stam here. Piercing will piercing spell erosion will depend on your group. If you have Alkosh, if you don't have Alkosh, if you do have a tank that's not very good at putting Alkosh up. So this will vary group to group. So take it as you will. So here we have Stamina Necromancer, Stamina Sorcerer, Stamina Nightblade, Stamina Dragon Knight, Stamina Templar, Stamina Warden. And again, you can just visit the website. This is going to be something hopefully continuous until the game dies or until I quit, maybe. Who knows? But I hope to update this pretty much every patch for you guys, including the red and green. We're going to have blue CP. On a final note, before I end this video, we do have healer blue CP, which I mentioned. Now, some people have asked me about tank blue CP. I'm not really sure if I should do it or not, because tank blue CP is like really straightforward or just kind of meaningless in the long run for a lot of people. I mean, it's like a primary focus on healing, the last stand perk, maybe repose, maybe the dodge roll perk for off balance. But beyond that, the tank blue CP isn't really too demanding to think through. But if you guys want, let me know down in the comments below if you do want some sort of standard tank blue CP. But anyway, moving on, here we do have healer blue CP, and this is something I asked other healers who are also professors in my Discord server, the ESO Academy, like Styles, Maps, and Time Wizard. We do have, with Zen's Redress, we have 64 Blessed, 48 Elfborn, 23 Spell Erosion, 56 LE, 23 MAA, 56 Stom, or go full DPS CP. I think it was Styles or Time who argued that you don't really need to put any into Blessed, but this of course varies depending on experience of the healer. So this is just again a general baseline CP if you're using Zen's Redress. If you're not using Zen's or you just want to go full healing or something, this is also another option we have listed here. Or just YOLO and put 100 into Elfborn and 100 Blessed, which is terrible, which is a terrible setup. Don't do it. But if you don't care, at that point, just do it. But yeah, this is pretty much all the champion points for Dragonhold Update 24. Hopefully you guys will like this as a resource. Obviously, again, I'm going to stress this again, your penetration will vary according to the group and your setup. And this is, of course, a recommended setup. Definitely, I think in certain, like for the certain CP layouts here, I would definitely lower it depending on the group for sure, or increase it depending. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this CP chart on the website or in my Discord again. I made this all into a copy-pastable format, so it will help out regardless of whether you're on PC or console, and if you want to transfer the info over. And again, huge thanks to the Asian Gods, Slaymane, Natsona, Natsu, Maps, Styles, and Time Wizard, and people who've helped me with the CP in recent weeks. Really could not have done it without them. Definitely make sure to check out their Twitch and YouTube channels. Styles has been recently streaming, the Asian God's still streaming, and he also does quite a bit of YouTube work, and Maps also does have a YouTube channel as well that she occasionally uploads to. So definitely check them out. Really good content creators, really knowledgeable players from endgame, PvE endgame. And as a side note, my website is not very mobile friendly. I've realized that. My website's kind of like my last priority on the list when I'm doing these videos and streams. But bear with me here. I'll try to make it a bit more mobile friendly in the future. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for Nefis and chilling. I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, have fun, don't drink and drive, and have a good Thanksgiving. Wait, that's not till next